Well, good evening, because you can see it's nighttime now. Today is Wednesday. No, it's not. It's Tuesday, January 18th. The reason I thought it was Wednesday is because Jim and I met on a Wednesday, on a January 18th was the date, and it was a Wednesday. And it was about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I was skipping geometry class with my best friend Sue. But anyway, we do have birthdays today. I wrote them down because I want to make sure I got your names right. It's Mary Ann Andre, Andree. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary Ann. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Sandy Ourso, Ourso, Ourso. I like your first name. It's easy to pronounce. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday. I spent the day cleaning the house today because I usually do it on Mondays, but yesterday you saw Jim and I put a cabinet together, which later on in the video I'll give you a little tour of the video. Jim and I put the whole thing together. When Jimmy came over to do the tag yesterday, he lifted it because it was really heavy. And then he hung the doors. But I put the shelves on the inside and I transferred all of the stuff around. And I like it. I know it's a food pantry, but I like it better for my pots and my pan. Well, I put my frying pans and my baking dishes and then like my waffle iron and things like that that I have scattered all over in different places, but now it's just really convenient for me. And we had gone to BJ's earlier before the winter started, and I didn't realize I had so many noodles. Wait till you see how many noodles I have. So we're going to have some pasta here in the future because I have a lot of pasta. And I have a lot of ketchup. I don't know why I have so much ketchup. I don't use ketchup that much. I use a lot of mustard, but I'm not a big ketchup person. But we've got ketchup, let me tell you. And then, so I cleaned the house. I did a load of laundry, stripped the bed, put the, clean sheets on the bed. I went to Kohl's and bought some new area rugs because Danny was making fun of my kitchen rugs, telling me how old they were. And he says, I remember these from forever. And then I got to thinking, yeah, they are pretty old. And they are so old that the matting on the back doesn't stick. So sometimes I trip on it and, that's a sign. That's a sign you got to throw them rugs out. So I went to Kohl's and bought some new rugs. And then I bought a new meat thermometer because I need a new meat thermometer. So I bought that. And I bought some socks. I got to buy socks. I got to do them in memory of my mother. My mother used to be so bored and she'd just get up and say, I got to go out. I got to go somewhere. And then she'd come home and she'd have a pair of socks. So I don't need socks. I probably have like 100 pair of socks. but I saw some socks and I thought, I'm buying some socks. So I got those. I had a really nice cashier. I didn't realize I had Kohl's cash on record. Not the ones that they give you when you buy something, but like when you accumulate, I guess. So I had $10 in Kohl's cash. I had a 20% off coupon, which I didn't know. Well, she gave me one of these little scratch-off coupons, and it was 20% off, so I got that. And then, yeah, that's all I got at Kohl's. And then I came home and ate my lunch. I didn't eat it till like 3 o'clock. I'll show you that, too. I'm going to eat my dinner tonight. I'm probably not going to show it to you because it's like 6:15 right now. I'm probably not going to eat my dinner till 7. I want to close out this video because Jim and I have a couple movies that we wanted to watch tonight. And so I'd like to, when he gets home from work, I'd like to spend some time with Jim. So I want to get the video up before then. But I went and picked up my car. Jim dropped me off to pick up my car. I really totally didn't hear him correctly. I don't know what I was listening for. But I could have swore he said it was going to be $275. Which I thought was a really good deal, because it really was a good deal. Well, it would have been, because when you hear how much I ended up paying, my bill came to $600. But it turned out that I needed brake pads. No, I needed brake liners. But my brake pads were still under warranty, so he switched out and put new brake pads in, just warrantied them out. So I have new brake pads, and then I have new brake liner. And then he said that the other tie rod was just starting to go, but not enough that they would have noticed. But he was looking because he was going to do the front end alignment. So he did the front end alignment, and then he did the tie rods on both ends. I told you I lost a car one time with a tie rod. I'm going to make sure I get my tie rods taken care of. So he did that, put a new air filter in. What else did he do? Did the alignment. He did the tie rods. He did the brakes. Oh, I had the 75 in my mind because even when I told him when he said $600, I said, I thought you said 575. And he says, yeah, but that was before I called you about the lug nuts because my lug nuts were like rusted on my tires, and he had told me that if I ever got a flat tire, that unless you had the special tool, like when you call road service, which is what I would have done because I'm not going to change a tire by myself. I have changed a tire in the past once in driver's ed when you had to learn how to do it. So I do know how to do it, but like the reason you got road service is because you call road service and then they come and take care of it. So, or you have Jim and Jim will do it, but he's getting kind of old. He can't be doing that. So anyway, he put new lug nuts on and he said, and that was for all 4 tires came to $25, I think he said, or tax or something. But I trust him. So for $600, it's like one car payment, and I have a car that's like practically brand new. And then I didn't realize how bad my brakes were, really, until I started driving home. And like when I touched them to put the brake on, I went to hit them like I normally did, and I was like, and then I realized, Sandy, you probably didn't need brakes. So, and then I did notice that the car drove a little straighter. But so I'm all set with that. I have all new tires on it. I have new tie rods now. I have new brakes on it. I have my front end alignment. I just got an oil change. I just got a starter not too long ago. I think I got a battery last year. It doesn't need shocks or anything. Oh, shouldn't have put that out into the universe. But so I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's for a 12-year-old car, and it's got like 75,000 miles on it. I think I got another 12 years on it at least. I would love to have a new car, but I don't want a car payment. And for the little bit I do drive, it would be a luxury for me to get another car. It really would. So it's just not worth it. So, but I did that. And then on Sunday, Mary came over and gave me my Christmas present. Finally, it finally came in. And she showed me, which I'll show you on the video, the reason it took so long is because the first thing she got wasn't the right one. She had to resend it back and have them redo it. So, but you'll see that when I show you that video too. And then, other than that, just been kind of doing my housework, cleaning my house, boring stuff. So, but like I said, a lot of time. Oh, who was it that somebody had said there? Oh, like when I was watching Tracy from Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, she was saying how she remembers in the good old days when you used to leave the doors unlocked. I remember that. Remember you used to know your neighbors too? It's like when I was growing up, I knew every single neighbor on my block. Now maybe that was because I was a kid, but my parents seemed to know every one of them too. So I don't know. I know within my quick little vicinity here, 6 houses. And then I know way at the other end of the street, the corner house, because I talk to her when I go for my walk. I know her way at the other end. And then that's it. Oh, I know the lady that lives behind Denise, only because Denise knows her, and I've talked to her that way too. But then also Edie reminded me of when she used to play, like all the neighbor kids would go outside, and then they'd all play together. I remember that when I was growing up, we'd all go outside and play. And we'd play in the street, and we would play baseball. And how many people remember that, like when you're playing in the street, and because cars weren't as numerous as they are now. Most families had one car. Well, they hopefully had one car. Not every family had a car, which is, And the Motor City, we weren't known for our transportation system because everybody was assumed to have a car because we are the Motor City. So we don't have subways. We did have bus service, but, like just on the major streets. And so there wasn't really a lot of cars, is my point. But when we would play in the street and there would be a car coming, we would all yell, "Car! Car!" And then we'd grab whatever we had and pull it off to the side till the car went by. I know, silly memory, but I have that memory. But it was, and you'd pick up your teams and you'd play baseball or football, or we didn't play soccer, but we played kickball in the street. We had a playground like just at the corner of our street, but it was just more fun to play in the street right in front of your house. And then you could just yell for the kids, and then when your parents needed you, they could call and you would be right there, rather than have to worry about going down to the park to get you. But those were those days, and those days are gone. It's like, I know there's a lot of kids in my neighborhood, but I don't ever see them. I see them at Halloween, but for the most part, I don't see them. I really don't. But it's a different world, that's for sure. So, but anyway, I am going to end my video now and just tell you to that was what I was going to tell you just before I end my video. I lied. I'm not going to end it right now. I'm going to tell you one more thing. Somebody had said that they always tell themselves that, I'm going to accept small little losses and just, work towards the bigger ones. And that no matter how small it is, I'm going to be happy with that. And I always said that too last year. But then, like they said too, I'm not gonna rat anybody out by name, but like they said too, it's like, I'll say out loud, I was happy with the little 2-point loss or a little 0.3 loss, but in the back of my mind, I was really resentful. I was really mad. I really thought I should have lost more, and I was really mad at myself that I told everybody that I was happy with it, but I really wasn't. That was the 2021 version of Sandy. I can tell you with a complete 100% honesty that is not the 2022 Sandy, because the 2021 Sandy that said out loud, oh, I don't mind that it's just a 0.2 loss, and then really resented the fact that it was, I used that resentment and I ate that resentment. And I gained weight the following week, or maybe weeks after that. I kept gaining because I was not happy with the small little loss. I am happy with a small little loss this year. I am going to be running with that small little loss and just working to get a bigger loss the following week. I am not going to be resentful of the fact that no matter how hard I worked for it, that if I didn't have the loss that I thought I should have. Because I lived that life in 2021 and I gained close to 30 pounds. I don't want to live that life in 2022, so I am not going to do that. I am going to be happy with no matter what I lose, no matter how small it is. And I truly mean that. I really do, because I learned from last year that just saying it and not meaning it didn't help. So now I'm going to tell you that this is the end of the video. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, share it if you think somebody might like to see it. Always stay safe, and remember, those little tiny little small steps, they all lead to bigger steps. They really truly do lead to a bigger step. You may not be able to, nobody jumps in well, my father did. They threw him in the deep end of the pool to teach him how to swim. Not even the deep end of the pool, they threw him into the ocean. But that's neither here nor there. Most people wade into the water. They don't jump into the deep end right away. So take those small little steps, because those small steps will lead to bigger steps, and those bigger steps will lead to giant steps, and those giant steps will lead to great weight loss. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, let's take a break and have something to eat. This is going to be my brunch because it's like 3 o'clock. I'm going to have some iced tea. The Jones Point Plate Starbucks Imitation Passion Tea for 0 points. But today is Tuesday, January 18th. Today's the day that Jim and I met in 1967. So it's an anniversary of sorts. It's our 55th anniversary of when we met. But anyway, my quote is always remember, life is a series of baby steps. My brunch is 2 points for my extreme wellness wrap, 5 points for my ounce of provolone cheese, and 0 points for my cucumber, the tomato, the spinach that's on my sandwich, the ham, and the tea. So 7 points. Let's go eat. Well, I finally got my Christmas present from Mary.
You gotta go over so they can see the bottom.
Oh, see the bottom's got their names. Oliver, Sebastian, Sophia, Alyssa, and David. Originally, she ordered me bears. She meant to order snowman. But what do you notice that's wrong with
Bears.
The bears. Here's the bears. And here's the snowman. So tell me in the comments below which one's different than the other. And then I wanted to thank Mary for my present.
You're so welcome. I knew you would love it. So when I saw it, I said, oh my God, I got to get it. It cost a little more than I would have spent, but my sister's so well worth it.
Definitely.
So yeah, nice seeing you guys. Bye.
One last look. Let me know in the comments below.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
You can't say. It's a secret. It's a secret.
You can't really see David on this one. So.
Oh, there's David.
Yep, there's David.
There's David.
So I did them by age. I mean by
there's the
by
other
age.
one.
Yeah, didn't I? Yep, I did them by age. So it's not. I gave you a hint. It's not what age they are.
And it's not even the order. The order is correct.
Yep.
Okay, there's my cabinet. Let me back up so you can see. I know it's a little crowded in that corner. I got to move the clock still. Jim has to rehang my sign. I have to trim up my plant, get some of the dead leaves off of there. But anyway, that's my new pantry, which I am going to use for my supplies of the things that are easier for me to just get a hold of. I have to figure out where I'm going to put that frying pan because it's kind of like off center there. But just something I can grab things a little bit handier. My crock pot's on the bottom. And then on this side, it's just my water cups and some of my baking dishes and my taco keeper, my immersion blender, my regular mixer. And on the bottom is like cupcake tins and donut pans and things like that. So what I did was, I took the pans out of there. I made this my pantry for food, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to see when I go in here to get my like my noodles and things like that, my crackers, cookies, my cereal, pretzels. So I can put that back, and then on the bottom I'm going to put paper plates and some spoons. I gotta clean that up still. As you can see, it's pretty dirty from the pans. And then over here, I didn't realize that I had so much, which was good that I switched it around to over here. Look at all that ketchup I have. I got more than enough ketchup and mustard and syrup and salad dressing. So I think I'm pretty set over here. But that's the way it goes. And then I reorganize over here, my pantry over here, with my canned goods in the back and my crackers that we snack on. Just easy everyday stuff that we grab. And then our cereals, pancake mixes. And then behind it is my baking supplies. And then up there is like my almonds and things like that. So I think I'm getting a little bit more organized. I'm trying. Well, we finished the puzzle. It took us less than a week. This was the fastest puzzle I think we've put together in a long time, and we thought it'd be a little bit more complicated because of all the red in it and the yellow on the fence. But another one done. We've ordered another one. It's supposed to come in on Friday. Jim wanted one for his hunting room downstairs, his work room, whatever you want to call it. So we picked one out with a couple deer that have some cardinals sitting in a bush. I'll let you see that when we get it. But for now, we're done with this puzzle. Okay, I am going to show you my dinner. I changed my mind. I'm going to have a 1.5 cups of chili with sugar-free Jell-O pudding, chocolate pudding, and a dinner roll with some iced tea. It is a 13-point dinner, 5 points for my chili, 6 points for my roll with a little bit of butter, 2 points for my pudding, and 0 for my tea. So it's a 13-point dinner, so I have 20 points for the day. So I have 3 points under.